ever trick a teacher without them ever finding out. My calculus teacher, Mrs. Winters, was legendary for her impossible no-notes exams that determined 70% of our final grade. She'd pace the room with military precision, steel gray bobs swinging as she scanned for any hint of cheating. In the real world, she'd lecture, "You won't have formulas handed to you." Ironic, since real mathematicians literally reference formulas constantly. The week before our final, she announced with a thin smile, "Monday's exam covers everything from derivatives to integrals, all from memory." Collective panic swept through the room. Even our valedictorian looked sick. These weren't simple equations. We needed to remember dozens of complex formulas with specific constraints and applications. That weekend, while everyone was making flashcards, I had a different idea. Mrs. Winters had one predictable habit. She'd wear the same black blazer on exam days. "Creates a serious atmosphere," she once explained. Sunday night, I dug through my closet and found my old white Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. Using fabric markers, I carefully wrote the trickiest calculus formulas on the inside of the shirt. Chain rule, integration by parts, hyperbolic functions, all in reverse so they'd appear correctly in a mirror. Monday morning, I arrived early wearing my formula shirt under a light hoodie. The bathroom mirror confirmed my work was perfect. Invisible, unless you knew where to look. When Mrs. Winters walked in wearing her expected black blazer, I felt a surge of confidence. "Phones in the basket, calculators on desks, nothing else," she announced, walking between rows distributing exams. "And Mr. Parker," she said, stopping at my desk, "remove that hoodie. You know the dress code." Perfect. I pulled off my hoodie, revealing my plain white t-shirt. Nothing suspicious. 20 minutes into the test, I hit a problem requiring a Taylor series expansion. I pretended to stretch, casually walking to the pencil sharpener near the windows. As I turned, the morning sunlight hit the glass cabinet beside me, creating a faint but readable reflection of my shirt. I quickly memorized the formula I needed and returned to my seat. For the next hour, I strategically used bathroom breaks and pencil sharpening trips to glimpse formulas in reflective surfaces around the room. Trophy cases, the class clock's glass face, even the dark computer screen. Each time, I'd memorize just enough to solve the next few problems. Near the end of class, Mrs. Winters suddenly appeared beside me. "Visiting the pencil sharpener quite frequently today, aren't we?" she asked, eyes narrowed behind rectangular glasses. My heart froze. "Just nervous habits," I replied, forcing a smile. "These integrals make me tense." She studied me for an uncomfortable moment, then picked up my half-finished exam, examining my work with suspicious precision. "Your solutions are remarkably thorough today." "Thank you," I managed. "Empty your pockets," she demanded. The class went silent. I stood, turning out completely empty pockets. "Your wrists," she ordered, checking for written notes. Nothing there. She circled me like a shark, finding nothing suspicious. Finally, in frustration, she snapped, "What am I missing?" I shrugged innocently. "Just trying my best, Mrs. Winters." She returned my exam with visible annoyance. "Finish your test." When grades posted the following week, I'd scored 96%, second highest in the class. Mrs. Winters called me to her desk after everyone left. "Impressive improvement," she said coldly. "Almost unbelievable." I thanked her with practiced humility. "Just one question," she added, leaning forward. "The Maclaurin series formula you used, it wasn't covered in our textbook, but matches exactly what's in my personal reference guide." My stomach dropped. Then she smiled. Not her usual tight smile, but something almost respectful. "Whatever you did," she said quietly, "it was creative enough that I couldn't catch it. And frankly, that kind of ingenuity deserves recognition." She tapped my exam. "Besides, in the real world, knowing where to find information is more valuable than memorizing it." As I walked out, she called after me. "But if I ever figure out how you did it, I'm changing your grade to 0."